Morning. The Bank of England has been warning about the state of the consumer in the UK and consumer credit. Is that something that unnerves you when you look ahead to the rest of the year and into next?
I think it's certainly something that we keep an eye on. I mean, at the moment, we're finding trading to be very strong. We're finding confidence amongst our customers to be very good. And, of course, the interest rates that they're paying are at an all-time low. And I think that means they're not that fragile. But, sort of certainly as we look into next year and beyond, it's something that we're very aware of and cautious about.
Peter, the one thing we've written about is affordability. Nationally in England, homes cost 8 times workers' wages. Are you seeing that on the doorstep? Are people concerned about affordability? Are they having a tough time getting access to make the numbers on mortgage, access to finance?
I think, sort of it's clearly an expensive housing market in a long-term sense. And so funding a home, whether buying or renting, is difficult for people. But that trade-off is the choice, unfortunately, that people are having to make. And that, sort of is definitely having an impact on prices. And, of course, you can look at affordability in 2 ways. You can look at it on basis of what the capital cost is, as you just did, or you can look at actually what people are paying on a mortgage on a monthly basis. And that remains significantly cheaper than renting in many, many cases. And I think that's, sort of helping the position with people buying houses.
Can I ask you about the recent practice of selling houses, leasehold? Now the government is looking to ban that, of course, Peter, and I know that you've set aside a fund to help people who were affected by that. Are you confident you've done enough? Will you need to set aside more money for that?
We do believe we have. We've done the right thing, we believe. We stood back before the government consultation and this current process and reviewed historic practices, and we think it's right for us to help specific customers with a specific type of lease. On the practice of selling houses leasehold, it's actually back in January that we announced that we would stop selling houses on leasehold on new sites. So that's something that we did ahead of the industry and again ahead of this consultation. So we do believe that we've been doing the right thing. It's clearly, as we look back, it's something that we would do differently with hindsight, but certainly where we are now we believe is right.
Obviously, Peter, you've made a nice confident statement post the election. No material change in trading since the election. Are you still achieving asking prices? Are you having to incentivise buyers to sign on the dotted line?
No, I would say our sort of overall pricing and sort of level of discounting hasn't changed at all in the last few weeks. And I'd say in a long run sense, it's a lot less than I would normally have seen over sort of the last sort of 15 or 16 years in the industry. So prices remain very resilient.
What are the types of opportunities you're looking for? The land you're buying at the moment, Peter. What kind of land are you looking to acquire? Has that changed over the last couple of years or so? Is it steady as she goes on that front as well?
I think not the type of land hasn't massively changed, but sort of the nature of the way our business has developed is that we're seeing more value in larger opportunities. And you can see in the volume growth that we've got today and the fact that despite very strong sales rates, our outlet numbers are up, that's starting to come through the business. So our business is therefore more resilient because we're focusing on larger sites where many of them we've been selling on for a while. We know the sites well, we know the cost structure, we know the market. And those are also the kinds of sites that we're adding. And as we look at London particularly, we're starting to see, better land opportunities in terms of value. In a market that's been, sort of very expensive for land for a long time, it will never be anything other than expensive. But on a relative basis, we see better opportunities today than we did maybe 12 months ago.